Hello, hello. Give it a minute or two. Oh, someone joined. Hello, hello. Hey, Cody. Welcome. Give it a few more minutes for some people to pop in. Oh, looks like we got two more people. Hello, hello. Hello, Diana. Welcome. Yeah, I have some blind boxes to open. I thought this would be fun. And one random Lego minifigure blind bag I found today. Just giving it another minute or so for people to pop in, then we'll get started. How is everyone so far? How's everyone's day? How's everyone's weekend? Hey, Menosaur. Welcome, welcome. Should get some hold music or something. The government is mean. Uh-oh, what did they do, Cody? Did they do something to you? Or is it just a random declaration? Okay, it's not just me. Diana is also confused. All right. Probably about 30 seconds more, and then I'll go ahead and get started. Anybody have any exciting weekend plans? Oh, thanks, Diana. That's very nice. Glad to have you. All right, I'll just go ahead and get started here. I'm sure some other people will, or hopefully other people will join as well. But I'm going to do this Lego minifigure bag first. Hold on, Chris says, taking away my SSI because I worked part of the summer. Now I have to argue with them. I'm done working. They won't give it back. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I wish you well. I hope it works out for you. Menosaur says, hunt down Cyberverse Warrior Class Shockwave. Yeah, I keep going back and forth. I mean, of all the Warrior Class, Shockwave is probably the only one so far that I would consider getting because not impressed with Bumblebee, not impressed with Prime, and certainly not impressed with Starscream. I haven't decided. I'm either going to get the Warrior Class or I might. Oh, that's what you're doing. Well, then of course I wish you well. But I was gonna say I know they're doing a Ultra Class, and I can't decide which one I like better. So I have to see. Maybe when I see the Ultra Class in person, but I'll probably end up getting the Warrior Class just because I feel like that has a little bit more articulation. But I'll have to wait and see. But I think I'll get one or the other. You think Ultra Class is better, Manosaur? Yeah, I can't decide if I like Ultra Class or. I don't know though. I think honestly, I think the Ultra Class might lose its elbow articulation. Am I excited for the anniversary? Hey, there's John. I was wondering when you'd show up, buddy. The anniversary episode for Power Rangers sounds like Shattered Grid Light. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll watch it. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, like I said, the Ultra Class versus the Warrior Class. I mean, in general, across the board, the Ultras are usually better. So I'll have to wait and see. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and open this minifigure bag. So I have most of these. I think there were 2 that I still didn't have. And I believe this is one of them. So let's take a look. See what we got. So take out the insert, which apparently has the stand in it. Alright, it is the elephant. Let me make sure I don't have any pieces left in here. So taking a look at this thing, I believe the only 2 I needed were the cop and the elephant. And surprisingly, the cop is difficult to find. I was at Walmart today, and they did not have any cops. And it's like the most basic one there is. It should be really easy to find. Just got back. Just glad Black DT is getting some love. There's more to Tommy than green white. I agree, Cody. I thought I heard something like he has a special morpher that lets him access any of his 5 powers. So that should be cool. Hopefully he spends some time as Red Zeo as well. That will be very neat. You got the dragon from these, Diana? I have the dragon too. Well, hold on. He's right here, actually. Ultra Crest Grimlock. I got him too. Yeah, it's actually not terribly unimpressed with this guy. This little bit all down the back is, you know, it's a bit much, but overall I think I love the color scheme. I love that head sculpt. The blue eyes look great. And the paint, all the paint on him looks really good. So, he's fun. I like him. I don't know. $20 seems like a lot, but I feel like 15 would be much fairer of a price, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, dinos are good. I feel like there's no one that doesn't like dinosaurs to some degree. There better be some real dinos in this because of DC. I don't know what that means. What do you mean by that? Oh, Dino Charge. Alright, so we have this lady in an elephant costume. Oh, she has a tutu. Why does the elephant have a tutu? That's interesting. But she does have a second face. I like the screaming face, though. So we'll give her the elephant costume. Or helmet. That's pretty adorable. I love the little tusks. And then I guess she's freaking out because of the little mouse. Yeah, I don't know. I guess this elephant can dance. I agree. It's weird. Can I stick this on here? Yes. So pretty cool. So at this point, the only one I need is the most basic one, the policeman, and I can't seem to find one. So here's hoping I find one eventually. Alright, so I got 4 of these Loyal Subjects boxes. I got them at TJ Maxx. This one I found today on clearance for $3. All the other ones were $3.99, so $4. Now it's funny, this says compare at 5, but I feel like these things were like 13 a piece, which is nuts. I feel like I'm not spending $15, $13 on a blind box, but I'll spend less than 5. So, hi Ari Lorax, welcome. Just got home, was at my Japanese language exchange partner. Oh yeah, that's right. Teaching you Japanese, that's very cool. Ari Lorax, what was your name before? Hi Marionette, welcome, welcome. So last time I did these boxes, I got, was it 3? I think it was 3 I opened. I had 2 of these and 1 of these. The one I got out of here was Lord Zed, and the one I got out of here was Adam, and then randomly I pulled a White Ranger. So I got White Movie Ranger, which if you look at this says it's 1 out of 96, so that's crazy. Oh, JP Production, I remember you. Very cool. Ultra Grimlock is watching. Well, hopefully he approves. Yeah, a lot of new people in the chat. Very cool. welcome to everyone. Thank you all for joining. So I'll let you guys choose. What should I do first? Should I do the Mighty Morphin boxes and save this guy for last, or do this guy first? Let me know what you think. Cast your vote now. We have one vote for movie. What was your pick before, Diana? Save that one for last, the purple one. We got one vote not movie, 2 votes movie, and 1 vote for don't care. All right. Time is running out. We need like the Jeopardy music to play here. All right, I'll do the movie one first. Let's see what we get. Hopefully it's a Zord. I really hope it's a Zord. It is a human. So no Zords, man. I'm bummed. I really want some Zords. Another Black Ranger. Woohoo! Boo! How do I only have 2 of these and I get a duplicate? That's lame. Lame. So yeah. And then he comes with a little blaster. So I'm just going to put that back. Yes, I did with the Ultraman stuff from the Mandarake box. Very cool. But see, that's the thing. When you get a duplicate and it was only $3, you don't feel nearly as bad about it. If this was $13, I would be really upset. All right, I'll show off an articulation of one of these because they're all the same. Oh, Peaceful Grimlock? That's good. Oh, that one opened up. Nice, nice, nice. All right, what do we think? Anyone have any guesses? I would like probably a Green Ranger or maybe red or blue. You say Billy? Gonna be Rita. Oh, that's a fake out. All the cards I think look like that. Oh, it's a Pink Ranger. Oh, did you get Kim under the wire there, Cody? Yeah, you did. Good work. Good work. All right, let me make sure there's nothing else in here. All right, so except Power of the Prime's nice. So here's Kim, and her head is on a ball joint, and then she's got ball joints in the arms, and kind of a torso. I don't know what that means, Ari. What does that mean? Yes, if you can do it with the Powerball, you'll be very, very happy. See, I thought this was just a swivel, but it almost looks like this is a ball joint. But I think it's just a swivel. So you have kind of a ball joint in the waist there. You have ball joint in the hip. And then I guess a ball joint in the leg here. I will say that I still maintain way too many diamonds around the boots and the gloves. And then she's got a spot for a ponytail. Age of Extinction Voyager, Rid Deluxe, and Power of the Prime Cyberverse. Nice. That's a good little crew of Grimlocks. I have to say, I always liked the pterodactyl helmet because it has the white on the back. I always thought that was kind of neat, or on the top, rather. So you open this up. Actually, I guess we'll put her ponytail in first. So get these out of here. So she has a ponytail, which you can pop in. I think you can pop it in. It's pretty tight, actually. There you go. Ponytail. And then you have to pop this out. There we go. Now we can put her helmet on. All right, there we go. Giant helmet. And then she comes with the bow. Mattel Spinosaurus, the Legacy Collection. No, I have not. I feel like, first of all, my first question is the Legacy Collection exclusive to Target? Because I've never seen it anywhere else but Target. Be nice, Cody. Be nice. The only Legacy stuff that I found the Jeep, and I found the first 3 figures, like when they first came out. And there's a couple little dinos, but I feel like there's not much for the Legacy Collection. Tobaspino? I know he is. Alright, so she can probably hold this Blade Blaster, and I'm just really bad at this. There we go. Tobaspino, there you go. Alright, so you got a little Blade Blaster. Got the Power Bow. Looks pretty good. I wish these almost had like little stands you could just clip them on so they wouldn't, like the Legos do, so they wouldn't fall over. Although I guess she stands pretty well. And then I don't know what to do with this ponytail piece. And then here is the Pink Ranger card. Oh, don't leave, Spino. Yeah, there you go. Alright, so that is now trash. And my hand is stuck. Okay, there we go. Alright, 2 more to go. Yeah, I did not get one. So Kevin, aka Kyoryu Zio Red 93, whatever, I forget what his exact name is, but he changed his name. He asked them, and they were as informative as ever. They were like, please send us a message with your email. But apparently he found out that they didn't get enough. Apparently no one did. Bandai just really underproduced it for some reason. Sometimes they do this. So everyone ordered more, and here. The Legacy is exclusive to Target, but I found it. Oh, you found them at Toys R Us too, huh? I wish they would put out more. Someone told me at one point there was going to be an Ian Malcolm, aka Jeff Goldblum figure, and I need that 100%, so that needs to happen. Viva Las Vegas. Okay. It says Jackpot Striker. What did you say, Ari? Hold on. Yes, okay. I see it now. Hello, Sonic Fox. Welcome. Hey, Tyrant King. Yeah, I pre-ordered it right away, John. I'm right there with you. I pre-ordered it like the day that they put it up. So I was surprised mine didn't get filled, but apparently that's just a testament to how few they actually got. I think, like I said, Bandai underproduced them for some reason. All right, does anybody want to guess what's in this one before I reveal it? It feels like a head, so it's not Goldar. Oh, John, good work, buddy. I wanted green, so good work. If you used your magical powers to make that happen, I appreciate it. Oh, it was your first day of school, Tyrant King? Awesome. Did you have a good day? All right, Green Ranger. I do appreciate that they did pay attention to give him the triangles instead of the diamonds. Where did I find the Wave 2 toys for Jurassic World stuff? At Target. Everything new I found at Target. Actually, that's not true. Some stuff I found at Walmart. But most of it was Target. Oh, what's going on there? That was weird. I guess that's at the ball joint. That was weird, but I'm glad I could fix it. All right. Let's see what goodies we got in here. Have I watched all the SDCC trailers? Possibly. Is there anything in particular you're talking about? Oh, I'm sorry, Anthony, but thank you for joining. Jurassic Park Dinobots crossover. I'd watch it. Alright, let's get the Green Ranger helmet going on here. Sweet. I don't know why he comes with a Blade Blaster. He never had a Blade Blaster. Do you think Hasbro will announce what they'll do with Legacy at PMC? I hope so. Ooh, that's a pretty nicely painted Dragon Dagger. I like that. Alright, so we got Dragon Dagger, and we got Sword of Darkness. It's pretty cool. Bye, Ari. Thanks for joining. Alright, sweet. I'm psyched about the Green Ranger. Oh, the one for the new Godzilla movie? Yeah, that does look pretty sweet. I'm very excited. I'm a big fan of Godzilla. I have like almost all the Japanese movies. I think the only two... I was just talking about this with Kevin again, Kyoto Zia Red. I think at the present time, not including the one that just came out. Or I'm sorry, the one that they just showed the trailer for. All right, sweet, Anthony. Welcome back. The one obviously that's coming out, the King of the Monsters, not including that one. I think there's 31 Godzilla movies, and I have all of them except Son of Godzilla and the first Mechagodzilla, the Showa one. I think those are the only two that I don't have. Hey, Cat Max. Yeah, they're $4 at TJ Maxx. So check your TJ Maxxes. They had My Little Pony ones too. I would love to get some He-Man and Thundercat ones, but Kaiju no Ho. There you go. All right, does anyone want to guess? This is the last box. Does anyone want to guess? I'll give you a hint. It feels like a head, which means it's not Goldar. John Cena? Nope, it's the Yellow Ranger. But that's okay, because I don't have Yellow Ranger yet. I'm just looking for not duplicates. I would have preferred red or blue, but I got yellow, which is pretty cool too. Trini looks upset. Now this is interesting. They gave weird. Interesting. Have I seen Red versus Blue? I think I saw the season. I used to watch it back in college, but that's all I've seen. Yeah, I think you're right, Cat Max. I think it is a repaint of the Pink Ranger. For certain. Chair stacking? What is chair stacking? I'm intrigued. Or is it literally just what the name implies? Alright, so she's also got a ponytail, which seems to be the exact same ponytail as the Pink Ranger. So I think we're on to something here with these repaint guesses. Everyone has a ponytail. Tommy has a ponytail too. What is this, Ponytail Club? Alright, so head's on a ball joint. Just finished my Lightspeed Rescue rewatch, and I'm starting Go-Go 5. I got the DVD sets for $35. Nice. Yeah, Amazon has them for, I think, like 37, which really isn't too bad. Maybe if I have money left over after PMC, I'll grab them. I did just buy... Oh, you're going to see the Meg? That's cool. I did just buy... I think Mega Ranger and... Gingaman. That's the other one. When Amazon Prime Day, everything was like 20% off, so I ended up getting them for like $30 a piece or something like that. It wasn't bad. I love the giant helmets. Helmet looks pretty good. Alright, let's give her the power daggers here. She looks pretty good. So it's kind of funny. I have black from the movie, and then I have yellow, pink, and green from the regular set. So at least I don't have any duplicates. I can almost make a complete team. Actually, if I do white and pretend that white and green are two different people, I could have a 5-man team. Yeah, the Meg is like... I don't know, when I first saw the Meg, I was thinking of Megalodon, which I think is a Godzilla villain. Oh, bye, Tyrant King. But yeah, so I was thinking Megalodon, which is a Godzilla villain, but I don't think this shark movie has anything to do with Godzilla. I think it's just a coincidence. See you, Cat Max. Thanks for joining. So, not too bad. Only one duplicate. I got this extra Black Ranger, which I'll have to do something with. But all in all, not too bad. Not too bad. Plus, like I said, when they're less than $5 a piece, I don't feel bad about getting duplicates. I really wanted some of these Zords, though. I've opened 3 of these so far, and I haven't gotten one Zord, and they're supposedly fairly common, 1 in 8. I always wonder why they put 2 out of 16. I'm like, why don't you just say 1 out of 8? Or is it like if I bought a case of 16 of these? I don't know. So you have the 5 Rangers there, you have the 5 Zords, and then you have Tommy. Hey, Dexter. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Is it me? Am I one of your favorite people? Are you asking how I'm doing? Dinomaru, that'd be fun. Oh, well, thank you, Dexter. That's very nice. I'm doing well. I hope you are as well. So, yeah, I think these are cool. Like I said, for $13 a piece, that's way too much. I think that's ridiculous. I mean, they're nicely painted. I'll give them that. And they have nice articulation. Oh, thank you, John. But yeah, if you can find them internet-wise, at least, that's fair. That's fair. I'll take that. But yeah, if you can find them at your local TJ Maxx, a couple bucks a piece, I definitely think that's totally worth it. I think they're fun. Fingers crossed one day I can find some He-Man or Thundercat ones. It would be fun. I have a Transformer that's older than me. That's very possible. Very possible. Paralyzed from the waist down since I was born and watching you. What more could I need? Aw. You're very sweet to say. I'm sorry to hear about your paralysis, but very sweet of you to say. I would pay 5 a piece. Yeah. G2 Manta Ray? Nice. What is G2 Manta Ray? What's his alt mode? Hello, Bear. Están firmes. I only got the figure, nothing else. So no accessories? That's a bummer. You got Mega Constructs Masters of the Universe. Yes. Well, I have. So far, all they've done is the little Mega Constructs Heroes line, where it's just like little figures in a bubble on a card, and they're like $5 a piece. I have He-Man, Skeletor, Tila, and Beastman. But the problem is they're very hard to find. I found all those at actually that's not true. I think I found Skeletor and He-Man at Walmart. Walmart got Wave 1 and then just stopped. And so when Wave 2, because the thing is they're not all Masters of the Universe, they're random things. Like Wave 1 was I think 2 He-Man, 2 Star Trek, 1 from Alien, something else. And then Wave 2 was 2 from He-Man, 2 from Futurama, 2 from Star Trek, and maybe something else. So I found them at Toys R Us, and now Toys R Us doesn't exist anymore. So I know there's a Wave 3. I think there's a Faker in there, and there's some Terminator ones that look pretty cool, and maybe a Hellboy. Most of Wave 3 is pretty cool. And then there's going to be a Man-at-Arms and an Evelyn in Wave 4, I think. And I don't know if they're out yet or not, because I can't find them anywhere. Never knew his name until last year. What is the next topic for Goo? Do I have to watch something? The one we just recorded on Wednesday, so 2 nights ago, was Morphicon. Just talking about Morphicon. And a little bit about the Smash Brothers Direct that happened the same day. Oh, Hellboy Season 4? Okay. I knew he was coming out. I just didn't remember when it was. So yeah, the next Geek Each Week episode is Morphicon. And hopefully that will be out sometime next week. G2 Guy is a flop-tastic mess. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, if you haven't watched the Smash Direct, it's probably actually about 25 minutes. It's a decent length, but definitely worth checking out. We might have to change the pod to Geek every other week. Be nice. Shook's a very busy guy. He gets to it when he can. Don't sass him. Dropped your soda. Oh no, Anthony, that's not good. Don't drop your soda. But see, this way you just get boom 2 fresh episodes at once. So it's like fresh blast of Geek each week. But yeah, Hassan and Eric are both on the PMC episode, so get excited for it. It should be fun. We had a lot of fun recording it. Uh-oh. You better clean up that soda quick, Anthony. Gotta watch out. See, I'm sorry I don't have any more blind bags or anything. I honestly thought that would take longer. I like Smash, but I never have people to play with, so I'm not really excited for Ultimate. Well, there's always online play, so you can play with your friends online. If there's ever a Smash to get excited for, it's definitely Ultimate. I mean, they are not kidding when they call it Ultimate. They said something like 103 stages and 800 music tracks, and it's literally like every character you could ever think of, plus more. It's crazy. If you didn't see it yet, I won't spoil the reveals of the new characters, but they look fun. Pretty cool. They're coming out with a Wind Raider and a 5-pack of reissues of the first 5. Oh, they're going to do so they're going to start doing Master of the Universe actual Mega Construct sets? Because I'm on board for that. And a 5-pack of reissues of the first 5. So who are the first 5? The 4 that I listed plus Faker? Because I need Faker, but I don't want to rebuy the other ones. Yeah, I really hope there's a story mode, John. I agree. Listening to your voice is all the fun I need, that and maybe some combining robots, but I can't remember the name of what you used to review, so I can't really tell you the name. Something with the word. Well, if you look, I mean, I have tons of videos about combining robots, so I got you covered there. Most people who I thought are my friends aren't really. They're kind of jerks. Well, that's not good, Cody. I apologize for that, but sometimes you will find that out. I've had friends who, in the past, like in high school and stuff, that I kind of stopped and reevaluated, and I was like, not really that great of friends. You know, sometimes people are in friendships for what they can get out of you. Sometimes people are in friendships out of convenience. You know, not every friendship is meant to last. But, you know, I think they always say, I've heard this, but like you can really count your true friends like on one hand. That's what they say. Yes, the four you listed in Faker. Well, minifigure collector, what am I going to do? I don't need to rebuy those four. I just need Faker. But I do need Faker. He looks great. That would be great, though. See, in my mind, the reason they did this Heroes line was to kind of test the waters to see what themes were popular. Because I don't know what it is about Mattel, but for some reason they don't want to seem to like pull the trigger on He-Man stuff. I think because they had a lot of faith in that like 2003 series and it didn't last very long. I loved it. I thought the cartoon was great, the toys were great. I was on top of it. But I guess it didn't do well enough, so they're kind of, you know, gun shy at this point. So I think that when they did them in the Heroes line, that was like to test the waters, and I love them. I think they did great. So if they will start, I mean, if they give me like a full set of a Castle Grayskull, I'm in. I mean, I'll buy any He-Man Mega Construx sets that they want to make. And you, as many of you probably know, I want He-Man Imaginext toys. Can you imagine an Imaginext Castle Grayskull and Snake Mountain playsets? All day. Take my money. I will seriously buy anything He-Man Imaginext or Thundercats Imaginext for that point. When the rubber hits the road, you'll see who's got your back. That's good, John. I like that. Online with strangers is no fun because I'm bad. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm the same way. I would play like tennis that just came out. I'd jump online and play tennis and just get destroyed after like 4 matches and then just be like, okay, well, that was fun. But it still can be fun. You don't always have to win. Oh, it's stained, Anthony. I'm sorry to hear that. Use some club soda or something. Cough. Legacy Wars. Cough. Yeah, Legacy Wars does kind of kick my butt. I do the same thing, but they just did the SPD Megazord, which looks really cool. But it's a legendary, so it's going to take forever to unlock it. But it looks cool. Maybe I'll play some Megazord battles this weekend. Get OxyClean. It'll get it out, but the faster the better. Don't let it set in. That's right. The fabulous stain fighting power of OxyClean. I'm down with 5-pack because I can only have He-Man and Skeletor. Well, then I'm glad that it'll work out for you because they're great figures, and you know, any way you can get them out to people is great. So I'll have to either find Faker on his own. But what about there's an Evelyn and a Man at Arms planned for Wave 4? I think. Are they going to get releases in a set somehow or something? I don't know. I'll buy whatever I can find. I love it. And I think they did a really great job. Like, I'm really happy with all the ones that I have so far. They're really fun. I don't know. I'm on like a Master of the Universe kick. I don't know why. Just out of nowhere. I mean, oh my god. Anything they would make for Imaginext, I would buy everything. And there's so many characters. You know, give me like a He-Man Skeletor 2-pack. Give me like, you know, Merman, Man-at-Arms, Orko, Tila, Faker, Stratos, Buzz Off, Moss Man. I buy them all. Imaginext figures would be so good, and they have so many vehicles they could do, and so many playsets. He-Man's just such a natural fit for Imaginext, and I feel like all the parents would buy him for their kids. I mean, they did a caveman set, you know what I mean? Like, kids would buy He-Man. He's like a barbarian, you know what I mean? Like, they do monsters, they do caveman. He-Man's kind of an amalgamation of all that kind of stuff. Aliens, robots. He-Man had everything. Do you think kids would be interested in He-Man Imaginext? I think they would. I think their parents would. I think their parents would buy it for them because of the nostalgia they remember He-Man, and it would be a way to introduce it to new young kids. Plus, like I just said, I mean, the themes of He-Man, you know, monsters, you know, sci-fi fantasy, that stuff's just prevalent in all kinds of things. So, oh no, my mom's here. Quick, hide the soda spill. I had a dream of a Super Mini-Pla Lightspeed Rescue Megazord, and now I just really want it to be real. Hey, man, hang in there because they are busting out the Super Mini-Pla. They're about to do Kako Danger, and then they've already shown pictures for Mega Ranger, so they're in the zone. They're right in that area. It could happen. I love Imaginext too, Anthony. How can you be a hero in disguise by removing your clothes? A hero in disguise by removing your clothes? You're talking about He-Man? He-Man doesn't remove his clothes, sir. He holds his magic sword aloft and says, by the power of Grayskull. And then he's transformed. The Wind Raider got the purple He-Man sword. Oh, you mean like Skeletor's half of the power sword. Is that what you're talking about? Yes, Anthony made it. He lives to spill soda another day. That's fantastic news. I'm very happy. But yes, minifigure collector, thank you for this news. Did you see this at San Diego Comic-Con and I missed it? Was there Mega Bloks news? Is this new news? Is it relatively new? Has it been around for a while? My leg fell asleep. Wake up. Wake up. There we go. My leg is awake. He-Man and Sailor Moon, I'm looking at you. Sailor Moon, if anything, I would say has the same amount of clothes because her school uniform is shockingly close to her superhero costume, so I don't know how they call that a secret identity. But He-Man does not remove his clothes, as I previously said. He transforms. And the reason he doesn't wear is because he has a lot of strenuous activity and it would get in the way. What Imaginext playset would they repurpose Castle Grayskull? Oh, you mean because they always have to make repaints later on down the line? They are repaint heavy, that is for darn sure. Well, I mean, really, you could repurpose it as whatever you want. What they should do, this would actually work, I bet. Do you guys remember the castle from the Great Adventures? Before Imaginext, Fisher Price had a line called Great Adventures. It had like shorter, maybe actually about the same size, but wider, stockier figures that had a little bit less articulation. And they did a pirate ship, they did a castle, and they did a Wild West theme. And so they could repurpose with a little bit of retooling maybe that castle to be Castle Grayskull. That could work, actually. And by the way, they need to do another Wild West theme because I don't think they've done a Wild West theme in all of Imaginext. I would love a Wild West theme. Give me like a saloon playset, like a bank and sheriff station playset, stagecoach. Give me some bandits and some lawmen and some horses. I mean, it's a great theme. We need more Wild West Imaginext. Who does more repaints, BOA or Imaginext? That is a tough one, Cody. I will say, Imaginext really does repurpose some stuff. They really do. They really do. Was a gray on green thing and a moat? There was a black and red knight with a mace. Yes, it was a gray castle with a green base. The back was very open. So it was only like, kind of almost like just like a 90-degree angle, like two halves of a cube. Not two halves, but like, you know, like this. And then the other side was all open. And it had, I think it had a drawbridge. I think it had like a turret that flipped over and could fling some catapult stuff. But yeah, the guys were real like short, squat. Like their legs were like kind of bow-legged. They're going to build an army of combiners. Yes, that's possible. I think my cousin had the Wild West set, and I remember thinking it was pretty good. That's true. Where is Train Fans? What's he doing? Minosaur is back. You were like 4 when they came out? Yeah, I was probably... Like I said, I know my cousin was young. I used to babysit my cousin. He had the Wild West when he was probably 4 or 5. Quick, let's talk trash about Shinkalion. He'll appear if he hears it. He'll like spook and then he'll. I would love Mega Constructs, He-Man villains, and Heroes 5-pack. Yes, I agree. And like I said, anything Mega Constructs, He-Man, I will buy. Anything Imaginext, He-Man, I will buy. I'm 100% on board. There was like a PC game for when. Yes, there was. I think there was one for all three. There was Wild West, Pirates, and Knights, and I think there was a computer game that went with it. Yeah, see, Menasor likes He-Man. He's got the power. He's all about it. Also, if you have not watched the He-Man episode of The Toys That Made Us, fantastic. I love it. Here, ready? I will channel train fans. Woo! Now he has to show up. If you say his name 3 times and bring out a Shinkalion toy, he will appear like a genie. Oh, your mail is there? Excellent. Did you get any good stuff? Any packages? All right, well, so Bruno was supposed to have been in the PRF, but he's not. I saw his blog where they reached out to him, but because he was in the middle of moving, he didn't get to do it. That's a shame. That would have been really awesome, I think. I love that show so much. They could ask me about anything, and I'll be like, I don't even, like, I'll learn about it just to be on that show, because it's awesome. I got the Dilophosaurus Imaginext set. Nice. Is that a Jurassic Park set or just a general dino set? He doesn't take off his shirt. It's true. I agree. Plus it would have been awesome to just see him on there while you're watching it. Would you want G.I. Joe in the Mega Construct style? They did that. It was called Creo, and it was okay. But I'll tell you what, I would love Hasbro to make Play School G.I. Joe. I would buy every single thing that they would put out with that. Again, that is another one where you have a ton of characters, you have a ton of vehicles, and you have a ton of play set opportunities there. They did those combat heroes back in the day back when they used to make the galactic heroes that didn't really move all that much. Then they kind of I think what happened was they made all those galactic heroes that were kind of in that squat pose that didn't really move. And then Imaginext happened, and so then they kind of upped their game to make the Play School heroes, the ones that move, to kind of be similar to Imaginext. So they did the combat heroes for G.I. Joe because that was when that first movie came out. But I would love if they just went whole hog and just did G.I. Joe in the Play School that they do now, even with that stupid arm gimmick they have now where the arms don't really move right, I would still 100% buy any G.I. Joe that they would make because the vehicles would be great, the play sets would be great. I'm totally on board for that. Oh, the one I reviewed months ago? Which one? Dilophosaurus. Is that the one with the... That's the one with his neck pops out, right? And he spits? I just forget the name of the dinosaur, honestly. My G.I. Joe I loved when I was like 12 or so was Sigma 6. I didn't watch that show, but I remember it. I remember it when it happened. Thanks to Snowflakes, G.I. Joe is a little racist now. I guess that's true, but you could leave those guys out. They'd still have plenty, or just update them so they're less racist. They were like 9-inch figures that came in these hard gray boxes. Yeah, I definitely remember the show, and I remember the merchandise because didn't they have like I always remember seeing it was like a big plane that had like a cage on the bottom that you could drop, and the cage had a little Snake Eyes on a motorcycle. But the Snake Eyes and motorcycle were not in scale with the rest of the figures because it had to be smaller for the plane drop gimmick. But I always remember seeing that and thinking it was cool. The Wind Raider is old news. When is that from? Is that from Toy Fair? And also, do you know when that's coming out, minifigure collector? G.I. Joe doesn't really exist. The last one I remember was the show on the Hub airing with Prime. Yeah, what was that? Renegades, right? I saw a little bit of that. Honestly, I think Renegades was kind of an animated version of the movie because they didn't have a lot of the same characters. They did that second movie with The Rock, and then that was kind of the end of GI Joe. But I think it's prime for a reboot because how long has it been? It's been a decent amount of time since that movie came out with The Rock, hasn't it? I mean, it's probably 10 years. I don't remember the show, just the toys. Yeah, I didn't really watch the show either. Oh no, you only 5% battery. He's dead, Jim. Nemesis Prime. Toy Arc reporting December. Oh, back in December. Oh no, I'm sorry. It comes out this December. Renegades. Renegades is probably at least. I want to say Renegades was like 2010. That's when I want to say Renegades happened. So probably 8 years or so is my guess. But I remember because Renegades Cobra Commander was kind of the similar design from the movie, and I think like they had a guy who was kind of drawn to look like Marlon Wayans because Marlon Wayans was in that movie. TF Prime worst episode was Grill. I keep asking people if anyone knows if those Imaginext Power Ranger 2 packs with the Serpentera minifig and the Cyclops is ever coming out, but no one knows what I'm talking about. John, I'll say I do know what you're talking about, and I have no idea if they're coming out. I was actually just at Walmart today, and they have done all the old PR Imaginext figures in the new packaging with that red stripe. They had all the Ranger 2 packs. They had Squat and Babu. They had King Sphinx and Serpentera, Scorpina. I think they even had Goldar and Zed. All of the old packs they've re-released in that red stripe new packaging. So I don't know what that means, but I would assume, hopefully, that the Serpentera and Cyclopsis, and I think there was like a black and gold Megazord, wasn't there, with the Dragon Zord on top of its head, like the poncho mode. I think that was another one. Because for some reason there was another one of these. There was another one of these that came with the Black Ranger, but the Black Ranger had the like transparent light blue axe. And then I think there was Trini with Serpentera, and Kim with the black and gold Megazord with the Dragon Zord, and then I think Billy was with Cyclopsis. Or was there a Madame Woe, or did I make that up? I feel like I saw a Madame Woe, but I could have made that up. I'm saved. Actually, excellent. Anthony is saved. Again, Prime lasted 3 years. Rid lasted 2, maybe so roughly since Renegades. Well, Rid was longer than 2 years, actually. Because it might have been 2 seasons, but it was broadcast so strangely. I bet you Robots in Disguise. I'm trying to think. When did I first buy toys for Robots in Disguise? It was a while ago. Well, I'm running out of battery myself. When you said Squarpentina, I thought of Black Arachnia. The Rangers were silver where the white was. Yes, there was like, what do they call that? Metallic armor almost. That's what it made me think of. Plus, I was really hoping they would do the White Ranger in a 2-pack. Because I never got a White Ranger because I didn't want to buy the Tiger Zord. I just want the White Ranger, so I was hoping they would do a new White Ranger. But we'll see. The Wind Raider is $20. That's fine. I'll buy that. Didn't Rid come out in mid-2016? I don't know. Has it really only been that long? Why does it seem so much longer than that? Because didn't we get 2 full years before Combiner Force? I don't know. I don't have any way to look it up right now, unfortunately. Yeah, I want to say Prime was like... No, Prime had to be older because I remember watching Prime before I moved. And that was like late 2000s. So Prime definitely happened like 2010, 2011, somewhere in there. Yeah, I want to say Prime was like 2011. I'm sad they never made a Red Ranger cycle. Yeah, I kind of expected them not to just because that one doesn't come with a sidecar. But I agree. I would have bought one if they did. If you don't like Tiger Zord, get Tigatron. You mean the standing up version? The robot version? It's not that I don't like them. Um, I just. Honestly, I didn't see them that many times. 2014, really? Oh no, Rid, yeah, yeah, yeah. That makes sense. Because like I said, Prime, I remember Prime right when I moved back to Pennsylvania, and that was like 2011. Beast Wars, yeah, Beast Wars is good. It's some good Transformers fiction right there. Yeah, it is crazy to think that we've had Rid for like 4 years and are just now getting rid of it. But honestly, Prime overstayed its welcome. Those Beast Hunter toys were everywhere forever. I was so done with them. I was like, get Prime out of here. I was so done with Prime by the time it was over. I loved it in the beginning, but by the end, I was like, get it out of here. 2010. Okay, that makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. Like late 2010, right? Probably like fall 2010. That makes sense. Yeah, I need to find the Thunder, Megazord, and Piranha Head 2 pack. Yes, you do. Oh, and he fell over. It's an excellent pack, though. I think I've seen it around. Like I said, they've re-released all of them in that red stripe, and he's definitely one of them. Armada is my favorite, most nostalgia reasons. Let's see, Armada. Yeah, Armada was all right. I really liked Galaxy Force, not Cybertron. Galaxy Force. Cybertron, they gave everyone weird accents. They're like the prime of the giant planet has a Scottish accent for some reason. Okay, if you say so. Cybertron. Armada was fine. I even thought Energon was fine. But Cybertron I did not care for. Watch Galaxy Force. Bayformers boredom meets the eye. Bayformers cash grabs in disguise. That's not bad. I like that. Did they release the Alien Invasion figures for Power Rangers? Imaginext you're talking about? No, they did not re-release them in the red stripe. Those were Target exclusives from years ago at this point. And honestly, those were just what was it? The red, black, and green Rangers and the gold shield with three random Imaginext figures. It was like a mummy from the monster set, an alien from one of the alien sets, and maybe even two different aliens. So you can get those figures other places if you're looking for them. But yeah, I don't even have a Green Ranger with the shield because I never bought that giant Dragon Zord because I didn't want it. I liked Cybertron, but that was before I knew about Japanese side of literally everything. Yeah, I really loved Galaxy Force, but I did not really care for Cybertron. Beast Wars was great. Beast Machines was eh. Master Force, I think, is still my favorite. If you've never seen Super God Master Force, it's some of my favorite Transformers fiction. I don't know why. I think I just really like the cast of characters. And I like that the humans can become Transformers. I think that's really fun. PR is kind of boring toys and TV show wise. Agreed. If you're talking about Super Ninja Steel, I agree. Although, honestly, the new, I can't reach it right now, but those two goofy Red Ranger and Blue Ranger things with the backpacks and whatever were surprisingly more fun than I expected. I actually didn't mind them. They were kind of goofy fun. But yeah, I haven't bought any of the Megazords for Super Ninja Steel because I have all the Ninja stuff and I don't need Zord builder ports, so I was good with the Japanese Ninja stuff. I didn't buy any of the roleplay weapons. Same reason. The American versions were not good enough to rebuy. And yeah, so I just bought a couple action figures. They do good action figures over here. I'll give Bandai America the action figures. Cody liked Cybertron for the opening. I don't remember the opening. Maybe it was good. I don't have a Green Ranger with Dragon Shield too. Yeah. I don't know why they didn't release that normally. Well, they wanted you to buy that giant dragon thing, but nah. Did Japan screw up with the movie keeping Prime alive? You're talking about in the 86 animated movie? They didn't keep Prime alive. I miss the Japanese mecha screaming at you. What are you talking about, Cody? Keeping Prime alive. You talking about in the original 86 movie? Because they didn't keep him alive, but they brought him back in Headmasters. No, that's not even true. He died in the 86 movie. We brought him back in the Return of Optimus Prime. And then Japan immediately killed him off again in like the 4th episode of Headmasters. Because they didn't want him back, apparently. There was an episode, I think episode 3 is called like Birth of Double Convoy. And it's Convoy and Rodimus Convoy at the same time. And then like either the same episode or the next episode, Prime dies. So he does not last long into Headmasters. But Headmasters is fun too. But Master Force. Are you talking about Power Man? Because he's not called Power Master Optimus Prime in Master Force. He's called Jinrai. Cyberverse Warrior class Thundercracker just revealed literally no paint. Yeah, they just painted Starscream blue. And Starscream's a terrible toy, and just painting it blue is not going to make it any better. So, not buying that one either. Really not going to be buying. I don't think I'm buying any Scout class. I really haven't even paid attention to them because I've heard nothing but terrible things. Warrior class, I might pick and choose one or two, like Shockwave. Ultra class, same kind of thing. Probably pick and choose one or two. I like Grimlock so far. Starscream and Bumblebee in the Ultra class look kind of terrible to me. But I have both Prime and Megatron in the Ultimate class. They're both a lot of fun. So I'll probably come out of Cyberverse with about 10 toys, 10 figures. So that's fine. Because I'm going to be diverting pretty much all my attention to finishing out Power of the Primes. Not much left, but finishing that out. And then getting ready for Siege. Because I'm psyched for Siege. Shurikenjin Dragon. They released a Green Ranger, D Ranger with Dragon Shield and Alien Invasion. Yeah, exactly. That was the only other way to get one, and unfortunately I did not buy it at the time. I hope they make an Ultimate Class Ultra Magnus. I would buy that, but probably nothing else. I'm happy with just Prime. Yeah, I don't know who else they do in the Ultimate Class. I'll be interested to see who else they do. I think Bolt is too harsh on Cyberverse. I feel like he's not taking into account who is the target. That's fair. I mean, I've said that from day one. Cyberverse is not for adult collectors. It is for kids. It is, to me, if kids just came off of like Rescue Heroes and they want something a little bit more challenging, that's what Cyberverse is. Now, I'm not saying kids can't play with Generations toys. They certainly can. But I just mean if you have a little guy or a girl who, you know, just kind of aged out of rescue bots and they want something a little bit more challenging, I feel like that's what Cyberverse is for. They're cheaper toys for kids, but they don't have a cheaper price tag. That's the problem. I wouldn't mind if they were cheap because they wanted kids to be able to bust them up, but they're not inexpensive, which is the problem. For Siege, I'll probably only get Ironhide. Oh, really? I mean, Ironhide looks great. I don't fault you there, but I think there's going to be a lot of fun in that line. I love that Ultra Magnus that looks like a half between G1 Magnus and Car Robots Magnus. I love that. Yeah, his exploding Bumblebee, that was pretty funny. That just exploded like a grenade. Would you want the Putty 3-pack? Do you mean a 3-pack of the putties with the Z on their chest? I have the regular the Putty 3-pack, which is good. But yeah, if they made a 3-pack of the Lord Zed putties, I would get that. What was Car Robots called here? I think it was actually just called Robots in Disguise, which is confusing because they called the series that came after Prime Robots in Disguise. So confusing. But yeah, it was in Japan. It was called Car Robots. It was Autobots versus Predacons, and like all the Autobots were new molds. All the Predacons were repaints, I think, with the exception of the leader Gigatron. I think almost all the Predacons were repaints, mostly like Transmetal 2 Predacons, or really they could have been Autobots, but they did Transmetal 2 repaints from the end of Beast Wars for a lot of Predacons. They did Machine Wars repaints. They did Beast Machines repaints. Yeah, they did a lot of different random stuff, but all the Autobots were new. There's some great toys in that series. Fire Convoy's amazing. God Magnus is amazing. JRX is amazing. Build King is amazing. There were some Autobot. Actually, that's not true. There were some Autobot repaints as well. The Spy Changers were from the end of G2. They did some Machine War repaints for Indie Heat and Wrecker Hook. What else did they do? But yeah, there's a lot of new molds in that line that are really, really fun. I want Siege Prime, Magnus, and that guy that forms the weapons. Cog. Yeah, he looks like fun. Cog looks like Six Gun and God Bomber merged or had a kid or something like that. Hello, Anthony. Welcome back. All right. Kinda. Cody. JRX was a 3-bullet train combiner. They each had individual robot modes and then they merged together. It was great. It was a great toy. I think in Japan it was just like J3, J5, and J9 or something like that. They had better names here, but yeah, it was JRX. Oh, you just watched Bolt's review of JRX? Yeah, it's good stuff. But yeah, the Rid line was such a weird amalgamation of things because they were releasing over here the Robots in Disguise. They released all the Car Robots toys, and then any like Beast Machines repaints or Beast Machines molds that were designed but didn't make it into the Beast Machines toy line got released under that. A lot of weird. They did some G2 repaints. Just a lot of random stuff. Why HLJ not put up pre-orders for Trinity? I don't know, John. Is an excellent question. Why didn't they put up the pre-orders for the Geo driver? Where's that? They're still missing the Geo driver, the holder, the driver and holder pack, and also Gates standalone ride watch. So I don't know where any of that stuff is. Hopefully soon. Did they do spy changers in clear plastic? Yes, I think some of them had clear plastic. Not all of them, but some of them. Yeah, September 1st is going to be... I'm sure they'll put the drivers up before the 1st, I would think. I would hope. Because anytime the 1st of the month is a Saturday or a Friday, it's a mess. Because they just don't do pre-orders well. Like, they need to have time to put everything up. But I would think because it's a new show, and they've already put up so much stuff, I would think we'll see the rest of the Geo stuff go up probably in like a week and a half, something like that. Probably about a week to a week and a half before the first. That's when they'll pop up. But I keep checking. All right, so wow, we've been going for 70 minutes. I never expected to go this long, so I'm probably going to go. But I want to thank you guys. Oh, hey, Kotan. I'm sorry that I'm about to leave. Sorry, I missed you. But yeah, I want to thank you guys so much for showing up and hanging out. Let's hope we don't get Build Rider watched. Build Rider watched? I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. These goofy things are fun. I love the colors too. They're so fun. So bright. Just saw original 151 Sleep Lock. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. Oh, thank you, Anthony. It was nice having you. Thank you for joining. Is Imaginext going to release more monsters? I hope. You mean like Monsters Inc.? Or just monsters in general, like Dracula? Yeah, it wasn't up long. Luckily, we were recording the podcast that night. It went up at like 3 in the morning. So if you listen to that episode, you can hear us discover it. I think in the middle of the podcast, I was like, up, it's up, buy it quick, buy it quick. They'll get more, though. They always do. Probably like a week or so after all the stuff comes out. So probably like mid September, they'll get more. Oh, Power Ranger Monster of the Day. Yes, I agree. More Imaginext. I hope that Mattel makes a bunch of Power Rangers Imaginext stuff before they lose the license. I don't know how long they have it for, but they're going to probably lose it eventually now that Hasbro owns it because they do Play School stuff. You people need to record at a reasonable time, not 5 a.m. That's not how we roll, Cody. We usually don't start till like midnight. We're night owls. We don't sleep. They never got more Shakariki Sports, really? Are you sure about that? I don't think that's true. I think they did eventually. I'm pretty positive they did. I mean, maybe not right away, but during the entire run of Xaid, they did. They had to have. I'm pretty sure I saw it. Maybe I'm wrong. But I thought so. Yeah, Kamen Rider Geo is going to be pretty sweet. All right, guys, 75 minutes in. Thank you so much for coming. It was a blast. Real quick, probably will not be doing this next week because I will be in California for Morphicon. So, yeah. Might be doing something, hoping to do something with Shook since we'll actually be in the same room together. So, hoping to record something or maybe Periscope together or something. I don't know. Oh, I Candle Kid. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm just wrapping up. I'm sorry. But yeah, so hopefully we'll have something for you live or recorded together in the same room next week or something. But yeah, Morphicon is next week. That's crazy. A week from today is Morphicon, so glad I was able to make it. Next Friday's my birthday. Oh, happy birthday, John. That's awesome. Yes, thank you very much, everyone, for coming. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much for hanging out, and have an excellent rest of your weekend. Good night.